What's up, guys? Nowicki here. We are now a week out from going down to Jacksonville for the SoFit Plat Plus. So I figured, being a week out, it might be a good idea to do a little topic on, or a little video on the topic of mental preparation and contest mentality. Because really, that's basically what makes or breaks you apart from strength. I've been doing this sport for 10 years now, and even with all that experience, it's still something that can catch you out. So really, when I say mental preparation, sorry about that, mental preparation and contest mentality, what do I really mean? Basically what I mean by it, and it changes slightly for some people. For me, mental preparation comes down to really visualizing the contest, not so much other athletes and competition in that way, but more so the events themselves. When I won Scotland's Strongest Man in 2012, we got told the events maybe 3 months before, and you had truck pull, axle clean and press, a loading medley of bags and kegs, squat, stones. So for me, going through that and the mental preparation for that contest, I think the mental preparation for that contest really turned the corner for me in the mental preparation for every contest, in terms of how I really get my mind set to compete. And the way I sort of go through things is that, as I said before, I don't think about what anyone else is doing. I really think about the events themselves and how to best do them. If you've got for that contest, it was 2 kegs and 2 bags for the loading medley. I was like, well, which order do I want to do them in? Do I want to do bags first, or do I want to do kegs first? If I drop one, how can I make up the time as quickly as possible, and all that sort of thing. So for me, that's the biggest part of the mental preparation. Obviously, if you're in a situation where you haven't hit contest weights, at least in the past, that's another aspect to it. For me, I used to train very much where I'd be at contest weight for months beforehand, and every week it would be a case of, okay, I'm going to contest weight. But recently, when I started working with Andrew Triana to do my programming, we really changed that, and we really focused more on getting, say for this contest, getting conditioning up, getting work capacity up, and even the mental side of work capacity. In terms of, well, if you're gasping for air and you want to pass out, how can you train yourself to not and to really keep going when it's hard? So that's another aspect of it for me. So the whole time for this contest, it's a case of after Indiana, we knew my strength was very high, so it was just after that getting the conditioning up. Personally, I've been battling a little bit of mental stuff recently, simply in terms of doubting myself slightly, because I got a cold, and it really affected my conditioning. Breathing got very labored, and I started really wondering, well, how many reps am I going to be able to do when I'm in this state? Am I going to be able to do the one extra rep that I require when I can't breathe? So there again, mental capacity in terms of pushing through. Obviously, I'm happy to say that that's cleared up quite some considerable bit. So my breathing's not as labored as it was. But again, after Indiana, strength was really high, so it was just all about working through that. In terms of competition day, I want to touch on that. It's a hard one. I mean, really, for me, competition day, I like to be isolated. I like to, go away and get in a corner by myself, throw my headphones on, and that's me for the day. I actually have a picture from that same Scotland's Strongest Man that it shows me sitting all alone on top of an Atlas stone with all my stuff around me, ready to get ready for the next event, and then all the other athletes are in the athlete area, joking around and talking and whatever. But for me, being alone just really, it lets me zone into what I'm going to do and what I need to do. And if one event goes bad, then it helps me refocus to get into the mindset to tackle the next event. So in that instance, I can really only talk about personal experience. So I've done it. I've done it where you're laughing and joking, and obviously contest, which contest it is dictates how you can interact. So if you take something like UK Strongest Man, or Europe's Strongest Man, you're all in one area, and you're sort of forced to be around everybody, because if you take Europe's Strongest Man, for instance, it's in an arena. You've got all the crowd, and then in front of the crowd is where you're competing. So and then TV cameras as well. So you can't really get away. You have to go into the back, and you have to be in the locker room, and that's you. Same sort of goes for UK Strongest Man. Excuse me. It's exactly the same deal. Whereas if you take something like that Scotland's Strongest Man I said, or nationals, when it's in a big room, you can get away by yourself pretty easily. I think for less experienced athletes, being in that jovial atmosphere, I guess is the way to put it, where you can be around your friends or people who in the sport, and laugh and joke and whatever else. I think for younger, less experienced athletes, that really helps them, because it relaxes them, to put it mildly. And that's in this game, you want to be relaxed. For me, I can relax myself in terms of not freaking out when something goes bad. I mean, I used to not be able to, but now it's not too bad. But anyway, I just got to the gym here, so I'm going to leave it at that. And if you have any topics you'd like me to cover, or questions or whatever, please reach out and ask them, or put them to me. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and keep a lookout on social media. Everything from Instagram to Facebook is all KNStrongman. Website's KNStrongman.com. So hopefully that helps. And as I said, SoFit Expo in Jacksonville, Florida in a week, so let's see how that goes. Anyway, have a great day. Catch you later on.